Hey everyone. So today I am making a riff on a chili mac or Southwest skillet. This is something that Jules and I have made quite a bit in the past. Something we used to take with us on canoe trips because you could do a lot of the mise en place, freeze everything, and then 2 or 3 days in, it would all be thawed and you'd cook it and you'd have a really good meal by the campfire beside the lake. And this is a dish that at its core is ground beef, tomatoes, and macaroni. Now, across North America, those three things appear in a whole pile of dishes called a bunch of different names. So if you're in the Northeast, you would call it American chop suey, and it would probably have no peppers and Italian seasoning. If you were in sort of the Midwest, you'd call it American goulash. And instead of Italian seasoning, there would be smoked paprika. And then in the Southwest, Southwest skillet or chili mac, and it would have sort of Mexican or taco spicing. But at its core, all of these dishes, no matter what the regional variations are, it's a skillet casserole of those three ingredients, and you can spice it and flavor it any way you want, although purists in each camp would say that's sacrilege. I don't belong to any of those camps, and every time I make it, I'll make it a little bit differently. Today we're going to use our taco seasoning, and that recipe is elsewhere on our channel. I'm going to put in some jalapenos, some peppers, a little bit of garlic. So let's get this going. So the preparation for this is dead simple. Don't overcomplicate it. The first thing I did was pour some boiling water over top of the macaroni. Just enough to cover it. That saves you from having to cook it, and it will just sort of rehydrate while you prep the rest of the vegetables. Speaking of the vegetables, I chopped up an onion, jalapeno pepper, and some sweet bell peppers. So I don't worry too much about the seeds with the jalapenos. I usually leave them in. If you want to take them out, feel free. That's up to you. Once the veg was prepped, I heated a heavy cast iron pan and browned off the beef. Once the beef is browned, pull it out, put it in a bowl, set it aside, and then throw in all of your veg. That's the peppers and the onion. And you just want to sweat those out. Maybe give them a little bit of browning, but not too much browning. Once you've sweated out the veg, throw in your spices. I'm using our homemade taco spice. Dump in a can of tomato. And then drain and throw in the macaroni. Give everything a stir to incorporate it. And pour in a little bit of beef stock. Now cover that and let it simmer for 15 or 20 minutes or until the pasta is cooked how you like it. At this point, check the seasoning and see if you want to add some salt and pepper. I usually don't, but if you think it needs it, add it now. And then cover the whole thing with shredded cheese. Put the cover back on and let the cheese melt. Today I'm using cheddar, but Monterey Jack is really good on this as well. And that's it. Pretty simple. And really tasty. I eat this stuff every day. In fact, this is something that I I'll make on a Monday and I'll have it for lunch 2 or 3 days that week. Just reheat it. Absolutely fantastic. So you can put a little bit of sour cream on top of this if you wanted. Serve it with some nacho chips. Give this one a try. I think you'll like it. And leave us a comment down below on how you make it at home. What spicing do you use and what do you call it? Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.